Oh, there's something so satisfying about the pop of opening a good pocket knife. It's just that sound. Love it. Okay, well, today's video is going to be a quick video about our everyday carry items. I like to call it the working man's everyday carry items because I'm not gonna recommend that you go buy a $300-400 pocket knife and a $200 flashlight and a $900 wallet. I'm just gonna cover two of my favorite items. Combined, they're both under $100, why I carry them and why I think that they're important. And then also, we are announcing that on all our future videos, we're actually gonna be doing a giveaway on every single future video. There's gonna be a point in the video where this logo will pop up somewhere in the background. It might be hidden a little small, it might be big, you never know. And all you gotta do is comment in the comments the timestamp around when it happened. You don't have to be on the exact second, just as long as you're within a couple seconds. And then tell us what prize you want. Usually each week we'll give you an option of a couple. Like for example, you'll be able to choose between one of the two EDC items that we're talking about today. I am gonna talk about this pocket knife. This is one from CRKT, which is Columbia River Knife and Tool. I like this company because they build really high quality knives, but they don't cost 300 bucks. I'm not saying they're as nice as a Benchmade maybe or a Spider. I've always bought these because I feel like it's a working man's knife. I've never had any problems with them. I've never had problems with the warranties, and they're good enough quality to get me by. The other reason that I have this knife is this is a really popular one with first responders. So this pocket knife actually has a seatbelt cutter on the back, and it has a window popper here. It also actually has kind of a double safety that I think a lot of people find annoying because it makes it a little bit harder to close. On the flip side, it actually basically turns it into a fixed blade knife. It's a very, very safe knife. I carry this because with overlanding, you're gonna be on the road a lot. And there's a really good chance at some point in your life, you're gonna be on the road and you're gonna end up being a first responder at a car crash. It's happened to me more than once in my life already. For example, I was a first responder. There was a 4Runner that crashed into a telephone pole, and it turned out afterwards we found out that the driver had a seizure because they were just floored it and just turned straight into a telephone pole at like probably 65 miles per hour. Snapped the telephone pole in half. It was actually a power line, so the power lines were kind of sagging and swinging and looked like they might come down on the vehicle. And then there was a child that was trapped in the back of the vehicle because the vehicle flipped and rolled over on its side. I was the first person there, but what happened is as soon as I got there, other panicked people that were responding as well ran up. And it was a chaotic scene. Literally, there was a lady that literally ran up to the vehicle, and when she saw that there was a child in the back, she literally just burst into tears and started screaming. Not even moving, just screaming so loud that nobody could really hear each other and communicate. Sometimes you've got to show up and you've got to kind of jump in. And so like I remember telling one guy, like, get this lady and get her out of here, she's not helping the situation. I remember turning after that and some people were going and grabbing these giant river rocks, and they're coming running down this grass hill towards the vehicle, and their plan was to chuck these giant boulders through the sunroof of the vehicle to get the kid out of the back. And I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Literally, this is a little tiny kid. So, you chuck it in there. If it doesn't go perfect and it bounces, you just smash the kid with a rock, right? So that is where something like this comes in. Instead of like people charging with big sticks and throwing rocks through windows and kicking and punching, you can just pop the window, let the glass fall straight down, assess the situation, see if you should be removing the kid or if you should leave the kid alone if they have any spinal issues or anything like that. Having a knife like this can be very handy in the case of emergencies. Seatbelt cutters. This seatbelt cutter, you think like, what's the odds that I'm ever gonna use that? The funny thing is I actually have some rock climbing buddies of mine that were driving home in Idaho. We have pretty gnarly winters here. There's a lot of snow and ice. And they actually saw somebody slide off the road, roll down the embankment and into the Payette River. So they ended up upside down in the river, and these guys, my buddies, were able to get down the hill fast enough, cut their seatbelts off, and get them out before they drowned. Sometimes a seatbelt cutter can be the thing that could literally save somebody's life. So I carry this knife. It's a under $60 knife. I'll leave a link below if you want to check it out. We'll be giving one of these away on our video on Sunday. This is a great knife that potentially could save somebody's life someday. The other thing that I carry with me is the Streamlight Micro Stream. I love this because A, it's rechargeable. You pop this open and it's got a recharge for USB, so I charge charge it in my car when I'm driving sometimes. I love that because I always end up with my other flashlights. My kids use them and drain the batteries, and then they're dead, and then when I need them I don't have batteries. I also love how small it is because I can fit both of these in one pocket, clipped in, and they barely even get in the way at all. It has a double clip on it that I love, so you can actually clip it onto the end of your hat. And turn it into a headlamp. I've done that before when we all stayed out on a hike much longer than we had anticipated, and it was in fact the only light that we had. So yeah, this is a fantastic little flashlight. I love it for everyday carry stuff that's just gonna be in your pocket. These things are both small, just light enough. We love them. Today's video was never meant to be a really long one. We just wanted to share like 2 of our favorite items that are under $100 that we use all the time. Put links to both of them below. Like I said, next week when we do the contest and this logo pops up, you comment below the timestamp of when that logo popped up, and you comment which one you want. Do you want the flashlight or do you want the pocket knife? Just a real quick note on our logo. This logo actually has a personal story. If you ever notice, it's actually obviously the shape of a bomb, but it has the outdoors in it. It's got the mountains and everything. That's actually a tribute to my mom. When we were kids, I came from 5 kids. When kids start to get bored, they start to get in fights. So when we'd be driving my mom nuts, she'd come in and she'd be like, if you guys are bored, you have to go outside and play. That was always what she told us. And we learned as kids how to go outside and always be entertained no matter what. We were poor kids. We kind of grew up in low-income housing, apartment complexes. We didn't have a lot of cool stuff, but we learned how to go outside. We learned how to create games. We learned how to build things. And for the rest of my life, I've always thought of the outdoors as kind of like the ultimate boredom bomb. The outdoors is the thing that defeats boredom. So yeah, when you see that, comment in the comments below on all our future videos. If you're in the first 100, you'll get into the drawing. We'll notify you. We're gonna do a giveaway on every single video. Make sure to subscribe and turn on that little bell thing, because if you want to get in on the first 100, you probably need to know when our videos are dropping. Most often they drop on Sundays, but we drop some midweek here and there. So yeah, subscribe. We're really excited about the giveaways because we have companies that are willing to send us stuff. On our last video series that's blowing up right now, we actually had BF Goodrich reach out, and they actually liked our video and said that it taught a lot of important stuff. And we said, hey, that's cool. How about do you want to give us something for a giveaway to the viewers? So they said, yeah, sure. We'll pull together a care package and we'll get it sent out to you. So I don't even know what's going to be in that care package, but we'll be giving that away in a future video. So yeah, we just wanted to thank you guys. We've had a lot of support. We've had a ton of great comments, and there's a lot of good community coming together around this channel, and we just really appreciate it. So we figured we could start doing this. This company that makes this knife and this flashlight, these guys don't sponsor us. They have no idea who we are. We'll just be literally buying it off Amazon, probably just like you would, and shipping it to you. But we just wanted to kind of give back and say thank you for all the support that we've had on the channel. We really truly appreciate it. And we'll see you guys on Sunday's video. It's going to be a good one. We spent a week with a professional rock crawling team. I know that has very little to do with overlanding, but we actually learned a lot that applies to overlanding in the process. So we're gonna have some highlights from that week down in Sand Hollow, Utah, as well as what we learned and how it applies to overlanding. So look for that video on Sunday. And in the meantime, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week. Have a good one.